My name is Virgil, and I'm not from Dallas, but I've lived in Dallas for the last 20 years, from Ohio. Grew up in Massachusetts and Virginia. Drugs, alcohol, family came from divorced parents, had trouble in school, trouble in the military, trouble in civilian life. Back when I was a kid growing up, they didn't have like they do now where kids were ADD or bipolar or anything. Back then it was, he's a bad kid, but just recently in the last 7 to 8 years, I found out that I was attention deficit disorder, manic depressive and bipolar, and that these were a lot of the reasons for my trouble, that I'd had in my life, but I was never diagnosed with it until I was in my late 40s, and now I'm in my mid-50s. So some of the things that I've been through with the alcohol and the drinking is I put myself in situations where I was in fights. One of the worst ones was I was hit in the head with a pipe and suffered a brain aneurysm because of that. My brain stopped and my heart stopped. What's been good for me is the bio, because I have trouble with short term and I have trouble with concentration. So the bios has helped me to just be calm, it's helped me relax, and I couldn't even read a paragraph or a chapter in a book before I came here, and now I can do that. So I can understand what I'm reading, which was difficult for me before. I'd actually get headaches because I'm trying to read something and everything's moving on me. My anxiety level has come down a lot. I'm learning more things, to be calm and just, breathe and take a deep breath, and, before the bio, everything was kind of like scattered, sporadic. And of course, drinking, that just complicates it. I used to I would either sleep all the time or I wouldn't sleep at all. Now I'm sleeping what I consider to be normal. I go to sleep and I sleep for 3 or 4 hours and I wake up, and to me that's normal. Because before it was I would sleep 20, 30 minutes, I'd be up going around and I'd be up all night long, or I'd sleep all night long and wouldn't want to get up the next day. So I see it, changing my sleep pattern to a more level and more stable. I look more for positive things now with anything that I do. My mom's almost 80 years old, and I'm thinking about going back to Michigan where she's at, but before I couldn't do that because of being on the drugs and being in the shape that I was in. I couldn't do that, but I'd like to go there and help her. And she's got a nice house, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. And I built the house for her several years ago, and there's still some work that needs to be finished on it. I'd like to go there and finish that, and maybe get a part-time job, and just be relaxed like I am now. Not have the hecticness that I've had in my life before. Maybe be able to spend some time with my grandchildren and get to know them. And before, with the drinking and with the alcohol and the drugs, I didn't have nothing, with my kids or my grandchildren. But I didn't know that I was sick, and nobody ever explained it, to me the way that it's been explained to me, and I haven't been I've never got the help that I've received here before. You know, I've always been shoved away like, well, he's just a drunk, he's just a bum, you know. Here, I've learned about my addiction, and I've learned a lot more about God since I've been here, you know. So, and I hope to learn some more.